14.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check. One left. Mike 50, Mike.
Crunch time, defense. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Check.
Hey, zero.
Mike 50.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down.
Right there. 54 Mike. You run.
Spot that.
Mike 5-4. Check.
Ball trot.
54 Mike.
Run left.
Check. Watch 54.
Hit. Watch the twist.
Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
57 Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Watch 16.
Alert.
50 seconds to Momo. 50 seconds to Mike.
36 power.
Kill.
They run it with Carson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Come quick.
Here we go.
Go, 4 down.
Mike 57. Hey, come on, 57.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Motion. 57.
46.
57's the mic. And let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen.
Prescott to throw it. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
switches, hey. Mike 47.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Mike's by 4.
One time.
A second down carry for Procise. He's going to have the first down past the 20, as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, he'll buy some time right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Good.
Mike 48. Hey, they're scared.
On first down, Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check.
Green 80.
Check. 48's the mark.
I got it. Check 15. Check.
Good guys, 4 down. We look for signals.
Go.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
What? 280.
Watch the run.
There.
Watch the run. 48 truck. 48's Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
He's
We
coming.
look for signals.
We got double up.
Gun.
37. Check 37.
What?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
What? 215.
You know Mike's at 48 right now. Let's go.
I'm going to run you over. Check 3.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Kill. 47.
Ain't no such thing.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
46.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Go. Get out there.
Check Mike 57.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
14, 14, got it.
Right there.
You guys, listen.
54 Mike.
Wilson now, throwing again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Prescott. Twisting away. And that's Elliott. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Let's go 47.
Throwing on second down. Prescott buying time to his left. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, it's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Mike, 15. Go 14.
Better bring it. You better.
Good touch.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
What? 15.
Check right. 50. Good job right there. 54.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Slam, slam.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What? 190.
Right there.
25, 25.
Can't believe they let you play.
3rd and short, it's Procise. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
What? 280. Good job right there. Good job right there.
48. Blue dance.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Fight, Luka team.
Go fight the 48 right now. Let's go. Coming to you. Coming to you.
There. One left.
That's me.
Fight.
On third down, Procise. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
0-0-0.
Now it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Screen 80.
Check 48's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
One left.
48's the mic.
Good job right there.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, that's caught by Hollister. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping the... And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Here we go, 46. Gun.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
There we go. Kill. 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
What? 315.
Mike 50. I know he ain't got it.
On first down, it's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Here we
What? Blue fatigue.
Mike 50. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Green 86.
Here's Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Come get some. Come get some.
Go. Friday.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Good guys, 4 down. Green 86. All right.
From the shotgun, Wilson looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm going to come back to you.
47.
That's it.
26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike spot 4. Cut.
We go 46.
Check. Watch 54.
26.
Prescott to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 47.
57 to Mike. Let's go.
26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Watch the screen. Mike 48.
Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Check. 280.
Check 48 to Mike.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Deuce.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
4 down.
I'm scared. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we go, Mike.
Hold up.
Let's go. 6 man.
Hey, 0.
Check curls. Let's go.
Throwing now is Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check right. Mike, 54.
Switch it, hey.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, watch.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 3.
Check.
Then we're going to 53.
He's checking.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Game on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Gun.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on your foot.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Go, go, go.
54, Mike. 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into